Hello, insiders. Where's the camera? Here. Okay. Hello, insiders. Newsflash time. We've got a short one, so let's just get right to it. First one, crowd caption. If you are a creator and you use the crowd caption system, we are aware that there have been some instances where contributors have been putting spammy contributions in, like links to websites or inaccurate translations. This is usually caught by the peer review system. Obviously, there are cases now where that's not catching the problems before it gets published. So we are aware of this. We are working on a fix. And by the time this video goes live, we should have more information, which we will link down below. Next, Susan, our CEO, published her quarterly letter to creators. And I just wanted to call out some of the highlights from that letter. I think the key takeaways were, number one, that YouTube is and will always be a platform that is open and that values open expression. At the same time, we want to be responsible and we want to protect our creators and viewers and the platform long term. And so we have a responsibility around 4 R's. The first is removing content that violates any of our policies as quickly as possible. The second is raising up authoritative voices when people are looking for breaking news and information. The third is reduce the spread of content that brushes right up against our policy line, meaning already in the US we've made changes to recommendations and seen a 50% drop of views from recommendations to this type of content. And then third, reward. So we've set a higher bar for what channels can make money on our site, rewarding our most trusted eligible creators. This is a win for those creators and advertisers, but it's also why we're enabling new sources of revenue like Super Chat and memberships, where you can earn revenue from viewers as well. And because of this, thousands of channels have more than doubled their total YouTube revenue by using these new tools in addition to the core advertising program. So if you haven't seen Susan's letter, link below, read through it. It's a lot of good stuff in there, but the 4 R's are probably the biggest takeaways that I would call out. Next, we announced this a few months ago, but throughout September, we're going to start gradually rolling out the abbreviated public subscription counts. This change will take place across YouTube and public YouTube data API services. Creators will still be able to see their full subscriber accounts privately in YouTube Studio and the YouTube Analytics section. Next, this wouldn't be a Creator Insider by me if there weren't a little bit of Studio Beta action. So I just wanted to call out for some of you who are still new to Studio Beta what my personal 5 favorite things are that you should look out for. Maybe you've been using it for a while, but you actually haven't realized some of these things are there, or maybe you're one of the folks that very recently started trying it out. Number 1 is the snapshot card. So we'll put a screenshot hopefully over here where you can see for the last video how well it performed compared to other videos on your channel, normalized for how many minutes since upload, and then it has that cool little leaderboard. Love the snapshot card. And it will improve over time as well. And that's obviously only available in the Studio Beta. We will never add new features to Classic. Next, in YouTube Analytics, this little gray bar, which shows your typical performance over time. So snapshot's kind of cool. It tells you for this moment since you've uploaded how you're doing. But now you can see for many key metrics in YouTube Analytics what typical performance is and what is the performance of that video. So that's super cool. And that uses a very sophisticated normalization history of your channel, which was a lot of work for engineering to pull off, and I'm really glad that they got it out there because it's been super cool. Next, in the YouTube Analytics section, you can now see real-time data for 30 videos at the same time. In Classic, it used to be 25, and sometimes I just leave this screen up and and watch these little bars kind of blink and update. And then you get a sense of what people are looking at and what's kind of trending on your channel. So that's number 3. Number 4 is the known issues card. So on the studio dashboard, on the bottom right, there's a known issues card, which will call out any issues that we know are affecting a very, very large number of creators. And then you can click to see the latest status and what's going on. And last, this is biased, but of course on the studio dashboard we have the creator insider content. And this is in response to about 3 years ago when I started at YouTube, there were tons of people saying, hey, YouTube is a black box. You never share what you're up to or what changes are coming. It's always a surprise. So hopefully because of this channel, you know a little bit more, and we said, well, let's put that information right in the flow of where a creator goes on a regular basis. So those are my 5 favorite things: snapshot, the gray bar for a normalized comparison, real-time data, known issues card, and the creator insider widget. There will be more improvements coming to the studio beta pretty much on a monthly basis, and we'll probably do a deep dive with some folks from the studio beta team to walk us through some of the upcoming improvements that you can look out for. That's it for this week. Hope that was helpful. In the meantime, keep it real. Movie time. All right, movie time. Okay, movie. Last week, the movie was such a classic, Top Gun. And the first person to guess it was Jack Zen. Congratulations, Zach. For this week's movie, this is a very current movie. It is not from the 1990s. It is from this year, 2019. And I actually feel like it's one of those lines that can apply to your day-to-day life, if you want to get philosophical. Everyone fails at who they're supposed to be. A measure of a person, of a hero, is how well they succeed at being who they are. So if you know what movie that's from, put it in the comments below. First one, we will call you out. See you guys next week. Keep it real.